The ra verb form and the yi verb form are used to state facts. It's not necessarily present tense or past tense, it's just stating a fact. Ra is for an affirmative fact and yi is for a negative fact. These two verb forms use suffixes attached to the verb stem. A verb in ra form is the equivalent of saying do, does, or did. So in present tense it would be I do, you do, he, she, it does, we do, you all do, and they do. And if it's in the past tense, it would be I did, you did, he, she, it did, we did, you all did, they did. A verb in the E form is the equivalent of saying don't, doesn't, or didn't. So in the present tense, I don't, you don't, he, she, it doesn't, we don't, you all don't, and they don't. And if it's in the past tense, it would be I didn't, you didn't, he, she, it didn't, we didn't, you all didn't, they didn't. So you see that sometimes the statement is in present tense and sometimes the statement is in past tense. I can't confirm that this is the case 100% of the time, but it appears to me that for action verbs, it's in the past tense, and for stative verbs that only indicate a state of being, it's in the present tense. But we'll see some examples next. We say ra verb form, but the suffix isn't always ra. The suffix is the letter re and whatever vowel the verb stem ends with. So here are all the possible verb endings and their corresponding suffixes. Verbs that end in a use ra. Then we have e and re, e and re, e and re, o and ro, o and raw, u and ru, o and ro. Instead of saying the ra, re, re, ro, ru, ro verb form, it's simply called the ra verb form. There's a similar type of coordination for the e suffix. For verbs that end in a, o, and o, the suffix is re, and that's re with the dotted I. And for verbs that end in o, and u, the suffix is e, so that's e with the regular I. In written form, you can tell the difference, but when spoken, especially if you're talking fast, to be honest, sometimes it doesn't make a difference. But let's go ahead and look at examples of ra and li verb forms with 10 verbs. Gbara ọsọ, ran. Gbaghị ọsọ, didn't run. Gara ije, walked. Gaghị ije, didn't walk. Nwere ego, has money. Nweghị ego, doesn't have money. Mere ihe, did something. Meghị ihe, didn't do something. Riri nri, ate food. Righị nri, didn't eat food. Chịrị ọchị, laughed. Chịghị ọchị, didn't laugh. Bidoro ọrụ, began work. Bidoghị ọrụ, didn't begin work. Chọrọ ihe, does want, which means wants in the present tense if it's just a desire and not an action. And did seek, which means sought in the past tense since it's an action. Chọrọ ihe, wants something or sought something. Chọghị ihe, doesn't want something if it's just a desire, and didn't seek something if it's an action. Chọghị ihe, doesn't want something, didn't seek something. Kwuru okwu, spoke. Kwughị okwu, didn't speak. Kụrụ aka, clapped or knocked. Kụghị aka, didn't clap or didn't knock.